All right, guys, if you've seen from the first picture or the segment, you see the roof carrier, or I don't know what they want to call them, the cargo carriers, whatever you want to call them. I got into these things a couple years back simply because I used to have a truck. And the biggest reason I got one was for functionality. The one thing I really believe in is having is a functional car. I know one of my cars is lower. It's not functional, but it still has a carrier on it. One guy said I had a really neat looking wagon, but he said the thing on top was ugly. And I just kind of just looked at him as like, that's your opinion. I do a lot with those things. I actually transport clothes because I'm in the clothing business, sometimes parts and different things. So let's get into talking about this. The first one I found was a Thule, and this one was at the Goodwill, which was really weird because most of the time I seen the price of these things, I never could afford them. They were $300, $400, $500, $600. So through the years, I seen the older ones at the Goodwill, but this was a black Thule, and I'll show you the picture of it in the next segment. And I got this thing for like $20. Check your local Goodwills. It might have even been 10. But the reason I got it is I needed to do more research on them because all the ones I found never had the hardware or the keys or the locks. Well, this one had everything, and that's why I got it. And I actually had it on my Accord first, and the functionality of it is unbelievable. If you don't have one of these on top of your car, I would call you nuts because you actually can do so much more instead of putting everything in your car. Let's flip to the next segment because I want to talk about the other ones I got because I have a total of 3. All right, so this first one here is the actual picture of the one I have is a Thule. This thing is phenomenal. I would never not have one of these on top of my car from now on. This is the one I told you that I actually found in the Goodwill. It's weird because these things change so much. I actually found an older price of a discontinued one like this, and they were going somewhere between $300 used. This one was originally $400 to $500. So I appreciate anybody who donates stuff like that. I can't complain. I can't get mad. But this is the one I had, the first one, and it's not going to be the last one. I'll go to the next segment and show a couple pictures because I think one of them in there that I have. Hold on for a second, guys. Let's get to the next segment. Okay, so if you see this picture, the bottom one is a unique story. The bottom one I found when I started going to the flea market again in the summer. And here's another weird story. This is a really small one. It's a compact one for a compact car, and it sits on top of my Civic. Now, I don't have pictures of that, but I got pictures of my wagon. But this one at the Goodwill, brand new in the box, $25. Now, I paid more for that one than I did the giant one I got, but this had everything. It had all the hardware and the key. I just had like an older style ski rack that I use as the roof rack to hold that one on. You can't beat it, man, because I think I'm going too fast, but for the first roof rack, I found a van roof rack at the flea market too for $20. I just cut it down. You'll never know what kind of deals you find. But that bottom one is the exact one I got. They go for $200 easily. Let's get to the next segment. I want to talk about another one. All right, the last one I found is kind of the one that's, that didn't have the key or didn't have the hardware. I actually made the hardware for it and bought a roof rack off of eBay really cheap for like $20. Now I got this one for $20, and this one I couldn't pass it up because it was a big one, but I don't like the way this one opens and closes because it opens and closes from the back, and it's almost like a guillotine once it comes down. I need to find something to hold that thing up because when it comes down, it shuts. But again, for $20, you can't beat it. And this one I think is made by Sears. You can find these things in the Goodwill. I just saw 3 of them at the one that I go to, and I'm probably going to get one. But what I want to do to the last one is I want to paint it like the fighter pilot one. A guy ordered one like that. I already made one for him and sent it out. I'm going to do one for myself. So, hey, guys, this was just, like I said, a segment of me talking about the roof carriers and why I like them. They come in handy. I'll throw groceries in there, parts in there, and they just come. I'm just telling you, they're just phenomenal to have, especially even when you travel. All right, guys, thanks for being here with me at Bosu America. I think I might advertise something else, but I think sooner or later I'll be coming out with something new. Let me go to the segment and I'll do the advertising. All right, guys, I'm actually introducing something new with Bosu America. It is going to be called the ARD, Alternative Racing Decals. The one thing I've always been able to do is I've always been able to make up names for stuff. Like when I created my characters when I used to draw, I could always come up with names because I'm really creative. So I'm going to make my brand of actually decals. I'm only going to have a few. Soon as I make those, I'll probably let you know what they are, but I know what they are now. I'm just trying to advertise my alternative racing decals. And then also I'm going to have an alternative or ARD or alternative racing decal tow hook. Those will be coming very soon too. Don't know if I'm going to do lanyards, and I know I am doing t-shirts, but I'm going to bring out some products this year for people to buy to check out who like Bosu America. So thank you for the people who subscribe to Bosu America. I know my stuff's not like the A grade ones, but just remember this. I remember a time my height or my highlight of cars was going to auto mechanics at school, my dad's shop, what's the one called Motor Week, and then there's one more that comes on BBC. That was like my highlight. So I'm thankful to all the people who have YouTube, channels that do stuff about cars. I enjoy all of them. I look at so much stuff, and it gives me great ideas, and it gives me, it just sends joy that I know a lot of people love cars. And let me tell you guys something. The car scenes in different countries are just as badass too. I just wish here it was a little bit better. It's not as fun here, but I live vicariously through a lot of other people. All right, guys, this is Will Fullman from Bosu America. Thank you for being here, and Happy New Year to you guys. Let's start making more episodes. All right, guys, before I go, as for what I was talking about, here's my wagon that actually has the first one that I bought at the Goodwill. Now, sooner or later when the snow melts, I'll take pictures of the other ones, but I got a lot of work to do to the Accord because I'm going to repaint it, throw a big star on the side, and then I'll just show a picture of the Civic as well. But again, I just cannot reiterate that these things come in handy so much. If you don't have, a car roof carrier, I know you got a trunk, that's cool, but man, I remember moving a car, moving my house in just a car. Now that I have these, I can move stuff so much more freely and have more space. It don't have to be weight, it's just stuff. All right, guys, I'm out of here because I got a lot of other stuff to do. Like I said, I got a new company called VDC, like Vinyl Design Concepts. I have a new business opening up, my Dapper Care clothing, and also the alternative racing decals, as well as these channels. I got so much going on this year, and a lot of stuff's becoming more and more legit, and I'm looking forward to doing more and more. And I'm probably going to have a new studio where I'll be doing the show at. So get ready for it because there is a studio in the works. All right, guys, take care.